guys, my name is Hippie Hannah, or Hannah Jones, and I'm Maddie's cousin. I got a couple of questions from her because I heard that she's taking a nonverbal communication class, and I think that's really great that you guys are taking it. That's actually pretty much what my job consists of as a model, because models aren't really expected to say much. So my job is very much about body language and nonverbal communication through the eyes. Maddie sent me a couple of questions and I'd love to answer them for you. I think they're really awesome. By the way, my hair and makeup is already ready. I don't always have it like this, but luckily I had a shoot today from 6 a.m. until 11 and now I'm here. So perfect, ready, camera ready. Alright, so here we go. How has being a model allowed me to view my own body? Well, ever since I started modeling, my body has turned into my tool as an artist. So I see my body as the language in order to communicate a mood or an idea, and it's very cool. It's just it's totally different than any other job. But it's a lot of fun that way. My body language has changed from different mood and each concept that I'm involved with. A lot of it has to do with how the clothes and the makeup and the hair and the environment make me feel. I'm very much about just being in the moment and living organically on camera. So when there's a lot of harsh lighting or shadows, or it's black and white, or the clothes are very edgy and chic, then my mood is going to be totally different than if it's like fun and bright and outdoors and poppy colors. Both of those have like totally different feelings and vibes, and a lot of times the photographer and the creative team will help everybody move along in the direction that they want their concept to go. I have also watched a lot of my photo shoots on camera, like looked at the film or looked at what a videographer has taped, and I learned from that how I move on camera and what to kind of change and how my face appears, how the light hits my face and stuff like that. What is the day in the life of Hippie Hannah like? My life can be very hectic and crazy. I can't really tell you what I might be doing next week, but I'm usually aware of what I'm doing tomorrow. So I will have castings throughout the day all across town. I do a lot of video blogging, a lot of online blogging, answering questions from fans and friends, tweeting different people, Instagram. I also like to go to different events and network and meet with designers, meet with photographers. I do a lot of my own projects, and I do photo shoots and on-camera work, and I work with different online boutiques to shoot their clothes for their store. So I'm always on the go and just creating, or I like to draw and write. I would say that modeling has definitely been a challenge, and it hasn't been an easy road, but I think it's been an amazing life lesson that I'm constantly getting new information on about myself and about what it takes to really succeed in something that you're passionate in. And the beautiful thing is that anything that a person's passionate about, they can achieve. It just depends on how long they're willing to try. Don't ever accept failure as the ultimate result. That may come from something at times, but it's just in order to learn what needs to be further investigated. Failure is just as awesome as succeeding, if not more, because from failure comes these new lessons that allow us to grow as artists. It definitely has been challenging, like I said, but never give up, and that way it's also been very awesome, very fun, and a huge life lesson. How has modeling allowed me to view human beauty? Well, human beauty definitely has a different definition for me than it might for regular people, because I know what goes into a photo shoot and how I can show up looking like a hot mess, and then after hair and makeup I feel absolutely the best that I could ever look. I see human beauty as something that comes directly from the inside. It's something that you can't take away, and I've learned that through modeling, because it's so important to have confidence in myself and to allow what I feel from the inside to show up, so that the camera can read that and that I can create new interesting work with different people. So human beauty is definitely not a physical or superficial thing. It's something that goes all the way down to the very essence of a person. Human beauty and each person's unique beauty is something that can't be taken away or recreated. If a person doesn't realize how beautiful they are on the inside, then it's not going to show on camera. Because the camera is like a microscope, and if I don't feel confident and love myself, then that's gonna show up on camera. So it's really important going into a photo shoot that I feel great and I'm happy and I'm comfortable with who I'm working with, so that I can really let my guard down and let all of this organic passion come to life for the camera. Whenever you're modeling with anything that intimidates you, whether it's barely any clothes or live animals or near fire or in like a really tall situation where you might be afraid of the height, it's very important to still convey confidence, and sometimes you just have to fake it until you make it. And I think we all have a good idea of what confidence looks like. Sometimes it's just smiling, other times it's just looking dead into the camera like, I'm gonna get you. So this is my a shoot that I did with 2 pythons, and as you can see, like, I have a very strong, like, sitting up sort of strong body language, and then in my face you can just see that I'm just looking dead into the camera and I'm not really going to accept no for an answer. And in this situation, luckily I wasn't too afraid of snakes, but there have been other situations where it's really hard to look fierce, but you just have to push through. Another sort of feeling is sensuality and a soft, sort of strong expression. So this is Marlene Dietrich, and I love this image because I feel like it's timeless. She's expressing femininity and a sense of power, and all you can really see is her face. So this is kind of my version, and I remember when we shot this, I was just taking in the environment and how I felt with the wind blowing in my hair. And even though you can't see my eyes, I think it's still kind of the same feeling of just sensuality and comfortability in one's own skin. And I want to feel most comfortable on camera. What I do is make faces, because I think it really helps a person kind of loosen up on camera. So this is Charlie Chaplin, and he really inspires me just because I feel like he never really limited himself or judged himself. So he just kind of let whatever happen, whatever he felt organically, he did on camera. I think we all have a certain idea of what beauty should look like, just because we live in a society where a lot of our advertisements are focused on perfection. It's really hard to kind of to think differently when a lot of these images are coming at us from different directions, telling us what we should like or what we should buy or what we need. So I think there's definitely an idea of beauty, but the most important idea of beauty that I think we should all have is that inner beauty, the stuff that comes from the deepest part of ourselves, which is love and compassion for ourselves and one another. My biggest challenge as a model has been kind of comparing myself to other girls, and that's something that lately, you know, I feel like I've grown out of, and it's because I have found myself as my own creative source, and as an artist, everybody has that idea, that message that they want to get across. Everyone is looking for something different, so when I step into a casting, I might not necessarily be the look that that client is looking for, or I could fit that look exactly. What makes a company strong is their specific branding, and a model can help that by being the look or the face of the brand. So I think everybody has the it factor that people are looking for, but it just takes coming across the right company that's looking for you. I think it's just a matter of time for someone who's in the industry before they get casted for that perfect part for them. And that was my video on nonverbal body language and communication. Thanks for watching. Love you, Maddie.